Hello everyone, how you all doing? Yes, I am sat here in my dressing gown, and no, I don't give a shit. I am going to be sat here tonight watching this game with you, because I thought I wasn't going to do a video, I was going to watch it on the sofa, and decided to go live, and I thought, you know what, why not just stay comfy? You know, sometimes you got to just stay comfy, haven't you? It's good to see so many people here already as well. Thank you to everyone who retweeted, my ask for retweets, essentially me begging. It's really appreciated. Thank you. It's nice just to have people watching these if I'm going to do a watch along the last minute. It's a dressing gown. It's not a bathrobe, man. It's a dressing gown. It's sick as fuck. We got it from a spa, so it kind of is a bathrobe actually, yeah. But it's cozy and it's nice, and I'm definitely going to carry on wearing it because I want to. Who is here in the chat? Let's have a look. We got Brandon Stewart. We got Mohawk Mohican. Mohawk, it shouldn't see the Bruges logo. For me, it's showing as the right thumbnail. So yeah, it sure is. But anyway, we've got Zulu, we got Conrobo, we got Tom and Zero, Tom and Zero, Esravo, Joseph Lynn, Brandon, Bro, it's Momo, Rohan, Alfie, and everyone else, and TJ as well. What's up, TJ? And Matty and Family Viceman, and Robbie and everyone else. Ready for some Delap ball? Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, man. Looking forward to it. The team is currently scrolling across the bottom of the screen. I'm trying to get my my Bluetooth earphones working for my laptop so I can actually watch the bloody game at the same time. But it doesn't. It is comfy minty, by the way. It's really comfy. Me and Nicola have got a matching one. We got it. Do you remember we went on a little honeymoon? I tweeted about going to the Lake District. They had a spa there, and they had these everywhere when you walked around the spa. So we didn't steal them. We bought them like 40 quid each. But I was like, we need to buy them because they're that good. I did not regret it for a second. So we bought these, and they're dead cozy. They're just dead cozy. I didn't want to take it off. I was like, I'm already comfy tonight, and I don't want to take it off. No one told me to, but I thought I'd keep it on anyway. McAtee Masterclass incoming, indeed. Wilson Edgebrand seems to be the captain according to City's Academy's Twitter account, which is interesting. Don't know if he is. I presume it'd been Lavia or McAtee or Mbete, but apparently it's Wilson Edgebrand, which would be interesting. But yeah, we've got Liam Delap playing, which means, of course, he won't be playing tomorrow, which is a bit of a shame. But, you know, but that's how it works, unfortunately. Why aren't these working? Kayky as well on the bench, which is obviously a big thing. Palmer and Adozie tomorrow. Maybe. I presume they might travel with the squad. God damn it, connect. Not you guys, of course. You are connecting with me right now on a personal level. That was awful. I'm sorry. But I mean the Bluetooth things. Why isn't it working? It's not showing. Never mind. I'm going to have to do that in a second. But either way, I'm watching the match. I feel like I'm going to be asked this question a billion times. So if anyone doesn't mind like having... Oh, there we go. It's showing up as available to connect now. Doesn't mind having some copy and paste like answer, that would be really appreciated. Oh, it's connected. Yes, sorted. Right, I'm going to type now and pin this the comment at the top. The game is available on City Plus over on mancity.com. I'm going to put that, I'm going to pin it. So I'm going to pin that at the top there. So basically, you know, when people ask, they know where it's going now. Is that pinned at the top? Has it pinned? It should be pinning. Unpinned message. It should all be there now either way. It is there. I'm looking forward to this. Of course, we'll chat a little bit about the actual game in a second. I'm just trying to get everything set up because it was very last minute. I've just scoffed the bagel, by the way. If anyone can guess what two toppings I had on the bagel. So I had one half with one topping, one half with another. You win credit, essentially, from me. Just like you got, you know, as if you'll be my friend forever. So I had two separate toppings. Guess what they were on the bagels? I say toppings, they were spreads. So, you know what I mean? I'll give you that one for free. They were sweet as well. No one's got them yet. United fans' tears. Actually, yeah. It was the essence of time, which I think Solskjaer should get watered down and put onto a bagel. No one's got it yet. What you gotta be specific. If you're just saying jam, by the way, you can't just, you know, jam's a very broad thing. You know what I mean? Nutella. Ollie's got one of them. Ollie's got one. You have to get both in the same credit in the same sentence. So, yeah, you bet you're all happy you asked me to go live now, aren't you? Strawberry jam and Nutella. We have a winner. Mohawk Mohican. Oh, Vsauce, you were there, mate, but you were just a little bit late. Mohawk Mohican, you got there first. Strawberry jam in one half, Nutella in the other. Good shit, man. Not together at the same time, of course. I'm not a fucking deviant. But I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, no one, who the fuck would do that? I mean, obviously, I had Nutella first, waited a few seconds, and then I had the strawberry jam when my palate was, reset. So that's how you do it. That's how you do this shit. Right, we're about to kick off. Jam and cheese together. I didn't have jam and cheese. Nah. We're about to kick off on the way. I'm hoping they actually show an on-screen clock. Sometimes they don't with these. It's all right together. I'm not doing that, mate. You're a freak. Get out of here. Get out of my chat with that kind of Nutella strawberry jam hybrid. No, you can stay for now, but you should be ashamed of yourself.
Not this.
Nicholas made me a weird concoction. I'll just leave it there. You can guess what it is. Put it on there. What's that?
It's rum, honey, water.
Rum, honey, water,
spices.
and spices. It's like a hot toddy, basically. You're a hot toddy.
Thank you.
You're a hot toddy.
Thank you.
I was saying it to the camera. You may not be, but if you are, there you go. Take it as a compliment. Right, we're about to kick off. This is not the most, informative stream you'll ever have in your life. But you know what? I will talk a little bit about the team now. Because there is stuff to talk about here. There is, a few players that you may not be familiar with. I don't know them all absolutely loads, I do know a few about them. We've got two players, I would say, that are defensive midfielders here, I would say. Shea Charles kind of plays like a holding midfielder. He's some absolute mentals in this chat. There really is, you deviants. What's wrong with you all? Let's get the likes up, by the way. Shea Charles usually is kind of like a holding midfielder. He's playing as well as Lavia, so I reckon they're going for solidity there. I presume McAtee is the one... McAtee will be the one behind Liam Delap. On the right, you'll have Oscar Bob, and then Micah Hamilton on the left, I reckon. So it's interesting. The starting team is scrolling across the bottom of the screen right there, below me there, so you'll be able to see it. That's it. We've got Keiki on the bench, man. Kayky's gonna score. Sharky and the George song. Let's ignore that. You're all too young for know what Sharky and the George is. Apart from maybe about 4 of you, I reckon. Genuinely, 136 people. What? Even Nicholas too young. For fuck's sake. But this is Delap's first game back. So there's the team coming up. We've got Kieran Slicker, the City Slicker in goal. Lewis, it's Rico Lewis, isn't it? I'm pretty certain. I always get his name mixed up. He's a really good prospect. I've only seen a couple times, but he's like a marauding, skillful, attacking right back that gets forward really well. And we got Finley Burns and Bete Wilson as brand. You should know about them. You watched them against was it Wickham? Of course. And then Lavia and McAtee, you'll know much about those two as well. Shea Charles, a solid midfielder. Liam Delap, you know plenty about. Oscar Bob, you might not know a lot about, but he's Norwegian, attacking midfielder, but plays on the right. Really skillful, just a good player. He's actually one of those kind of players that if we didn't have so many quality players, and that sounds really weird, we'd probably be quite excited about. But as it is, we've got, we've got Palmer, we've got Adozie, we've got McAtee, we've got Delap, we've got all these great young players. But Bob's a good player too. Michael Hamilton, let me get his age up because I can't remember exactly how old he is. I think he's only a first year in the under 18, so he's a first year scholar. He's 17 years old. And I've not watched much from him simply because I've not been able to yet, but he's really highly rated. Oh, here we go, we're going forward already. Go on, Liam. Delap's going through. Tackled well. But that's my opinion on him now, on Oscar Bob. He's a good player. Lavia fouled there. Yeah, it's a free kick from a good area. It's a bit too far out, I'd say. Do I think Esbran is ready to start for the first team? I mean, well, he already has. I guess it depends what you mean by that question, mate. Regularly? No, of course not. Of course he isn't. And I don't mean that in a derogatory sense. I mean, I wouldn't say any of these young players are ready to start week in, week out yet. But it doesn't mean that they couldn't be used every now and then. It doesn't mean they aren't good players. It doesn't mean they couldn't be useful. It doesn't mean they couldn't have the good game every now and then. I don't know the answers to that. All I know is right now he's got a lot of learning to do. Of course he has. I mean, I've watched him play for the academy sides, and sometimes defensively he can switch off. I mean, yeah, you got to bear in mind, he barely had to do any defending when in his first team game. I can imagine playing against, even someone wildly inexperienced like an Andros Townsend would still give him a lot of hassle because, these are experienced attacking Premier League players who are used to playing at a very fast pace. And Wilson Esperan's good he is. He's definitely got a bit of learning to do, which is nothing wrong with that. I have no idea how good Rotherham are. I'd be absolutely... My extent of Rotherham knowledge is it's a reference in an Arctic Monkeys song. That's it. You're not from New York City, you're from Rotherham. That's literally my Rotherham knowledge. I wasn't planning to do this, but you know, I've jumped on. Someone could tell us if they wanted to. What about Rotherham? How they're getting on? Is this their reserve team or the first team? Don't know. McAtee's on the ball here. Nice. Wilson Esperan's done really well. Oh, good overlap there. Good link-up play between him and Micah Hamilton. Whoa, Alex, is that you? Yeah. I'm in the video for that song. True story. Very true story. I'm full of weird facts, aren't I?
You were also in a video, I don't know for what band or who, because you'll never show me the video where you have to kiss the
Yeah, I was in a music video once and I did a kissing scene in it. And I will never show Nicola because I don't even want to watch it myself. But it's a true story. You're not from New York City, you're from Hunter's Bar. Don't quite know the distance, but I'm sure it's pretty far. Yeah, 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 yeah. Get off the bandwagon and put down the... I'll stop singing now. Someone show me, like, if you've got a link to the away kit, go for it. But either way, basically, this team, I'm looking forward to seeing it. There's a few players that obviously I haven't seen much of mainly because they've been with the under-16s or whatever. I know the names. I've not watched much of Terence, Katongo, Adoro. I've seen a little bit of O'Reilly. He looks quite a skillful little player. Keiki, of course, he's the big one. We'll have to see how he gets on, if he gets on. I presume if he's here, he's going to get on. Regardless of the result and how it's going, I would very much suspect he's going to get on. Okay, no, I saw the rumours it's going to be black and red, the kit, but I didn't know. I thought you meant a leak as in, like, an image had leaked. No, I've seen the colour rumours, which is cool, man. It's cool. I mean, if it's just literally the colours, yeah, I've heard of that. But is there any images? Are there images? Let me know. I like Finley Burns, Reese. He's a good player. He reminds me a little bit of a Laporte kind of stones, like an elegant on the strong defender. When you were also in a Beyonce music video, you played Hot Sauce, right? I don't know what you're on about. Yeah, it's probably me. I have no idea what you're referencing. But yeah, I'll go for it, man. I'll go for it. Well, I played a bottle of hot sauce. Well, if anyone could nail the role, it would be me. It would be me. So this is the Papa John's trophy. The winners get a lifetime supply of pizza. Imagine, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Where do you rank Pizza Hut, Papa John's and Domino's? It's UK based, obviously, unless you've got them all. Let me know the order of those three. There is a correct order. I think my order's changed over the years. My order of those. Alfie's going Domino's, Pizza Hut, which is, you have to put, I don't know which one's number one there. Is number one Domino's or Papa John's, Alfie? You're all crap, says Ollie. None of them are incredible, but they're all decent. I can't tell which one's first on these. Is the first on the left or on the right? You have to clarify that. So, are you using the greater than sign correctly there, Vsauce? So Domino's, you're saying Domino's does the best? Greater than, See, I don't like Pizza Hut because it's really salty and I always feel really dry afterwards, like genuinely. Oh yeah, I love the stone baked pizza as well. I obviously prefer wood fired or stone baked pizza, but you know what I mean. I think in terms of a takeaway, Papa John might be the best for me actually. Pizza Hut's at the bottom for me as a takeaway. I just don't like it. I always feel like really shit afterwards. Domino's, it's probably Papa John's and Domino's. Caprions. I never even heard of it, man. The salad in Pizza Hut is a COVID nightmare. Yeah, I ain't going. I mean, you get salad at a Pizza Hut anyway. That's really nice, by the way. Thank you. Try it, yeah.
It's not good.
You taste it.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Papa John's is alright over here. Lifetime supply of one food, what would it be? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
What would you do?
I don't know. That's a difficult question, man.
Flowers.
What?
Lifetime supply.
Honest burgers, yeah. Honest burgers. They feel like the perfect little like just moogly curry. Curry from Moogly. Fit. No, the thumbnail isn't Bruges. I mean, I've checked it and refreshed it, and to me it shows as Rotherham. I mean, I don't know what your guys are seeing. Like, oh, why is it showing back in Bruges? It doesn't for me on one laptop. It does on another. I've updated it like twice. Oh, he's saying it's right on here. Right, I'll do it again. Apologies. I don't know what's causing that. No, I'm getting it out now. Little Caesar pizza. Never heard of it. That looks like I got a stain on my t-shirt. It's not. It's just a shadow of this. Look here. This should be. I want to see. This play is terrible, by the way. Is anyone else noticing it stuttering around? It's terrible. First super chat of the day, and it's from Trey Waters. Trey's saying, what are you saying, Trey, mate? You are saying, hang on, let me drag it into place. Trey's saying, Stephen, what's up, Stephen? I honestly just want to see Keiki when he literally could be Vinicius Junior 2.0 Brazilian star for us in the near future. It's a big claim, man. I mean, let's see. It could be. He's only very young and very slight still, so we'll have to see how it goes. Oh, through and goal here. Go on, Micah Hamilton. That was Michael Hamilton, mate, not Will Sursbrand. Commentator getting it wrong there. Let's see how he gets on, Trey. But either way, mate, I hope he's as good as you think he's going to be. Like, I mean, I know he's really highly rated. He's training with the first team and so on. I don't think he's quite as highly rated as Jesus when he came, because obviously Jesus was playing for the national team and so on, where he's a lot more wet behind the ears still. You know, he's got a lot to learn still, I reckon. But either way, he's an interesting prospect. Let's see. He could adapt to life really well here and be a little wonder kid, or he could take a little bit of time. But either way, I'm definitely curious. Big love, Trey, by the way, mate. Hopefully you're right. The game's on City Plus, by the way. I pinned it in the top comment. Linked. But you have to obviously pay for it. I'm probably going to do a live preview tomorrow morning. I was going to do a preview tonight, but this game, I didn't realise it was on Man City Plus, so I've done this instead of the match preview. But I'll probably do one tomorrow morning. But I think, given the fact that Adozie's not here, not involved, and of course Cole Palmer isn't, I would suspect, Cole Palmer might start tomorrow. Adozie possibly on the bench. I just want Dario Sarmiento back at City's Diabala 2.0 in the making, and Kayky's unreal. We need a striker, Uruguay, to make it MSN 2.0. AO213, I'll be honest, mate. Yeah, it's easy to get carried that way. Is Sarmiento playing much at Girona? Is he at Girona or is he at Troyes? I can't remember. And yes, it definitely means Delap won't play tomorrow, Kian. He's no chance anyway. I didn't think there was a chance even before this game, before he played, because he's barely played recently. He's not going to go straight from the injury to the first team. Do you know what, Chavi? They do need to promote these much more. I mean, I only realised last minute. How's he doing over there, Dario Sarmiento? He's at Girona. Is he genuinely playing much? I mean, he's obviously second tier, so he's gonna have to. You got an assist yesterday. That's good for him. He's gonna have to do really, really well because they're in the second tier, aren't they? So he's nowhere near the first team yet. I mean, even if he's the best player in the second tier, is it La Liga 2? I don't know what it's called. Even if he's the best player over there, he still won't come to Manchester City squad because he's at he's currently a bit part player. I mean, you've got to be realistic then. If he's a bit part player for a team in the second tier of Spain, he's nowhere near the first team right now. Not that he can't be, but he's not got a chance right now. Jaden, nowhere else, mate. Honestly. I don't know anywhere else. I don't think there's anywhere else. Adster, he's on the bench, mate. He's on the bench, so hopefully he'll get on in this game. Is that Stat City? You need to change your name. I always say that to you. I think it is. I think it is Stat City. If so, change your name. Yeah, you have to. I'm sure he's very good. AO and 2-on-3. You've got to bear in mind that the quality leap. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous quality leap. So you have to be a special player to play for Man City, and you have to be really, really impressive. That's not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying being realistic. McAtee with a lovely touch there. Boy Palmer's with the first team, mate. He'll be playing tomorrow. With the first team, I reckon. Nice, Romeo. Where art thou? The defender said. Sorry. Skip past him easily. Kayky's on the bench. Hopefully we'll see him get on. We will see him get on, I'm almost certain. Unless anything catastrophic happens. There's no way you got like Kayky on the bench in this game and he's not being played. You spent too much money on him. Yeah, Robbie, we've been linked to Zakaria for a while, haven't we? I've seen him linked quite a bit. But I don't think that'll happen for what it's worth. I think like he's not really found his form. Oh, go on. Oh, keeper's come out. I don't think he's found his form post injury yet. So he looked really decent. But I mean, obviously he could find it again. But a proper heavy injury. I don't think City will go for him. I don't think City will sign a midfielder. I think Fernandinho will go, but I think we'll just stick to what we've got. So I reckon tomorrow we'll see next season Gundogan as the backup with maybe Lavia getting some game times here and there, but I think Gundogan will be the alternative for Rodri, which I know maybe it'd be just Bernardo, you know what I mean? But I don't want that to happen, but I think that's what we'll do. Played Romeo. Romeo's doing well here. What do I hope we do, Trey? I hope we sign him, mate. Oh, good through ball. Keeper did well there. Jaden Braff's injured, Charles. Been injured for a while. Shame with Carlos Borges, a really explosive winger. He's been injured for a while. He's under 18s player of the season last year, Carlos Borges. And he's been injured, which is a shame. Maybe Bobby, but I don't think so. I think no spamming Jem. I do not like that. I know you're called. I like Jem. But I don't like you spamming. So if you spam the word Tottenham, no one wants to see the word Tottenham repeatedly. Let's be honest. You got like 10 seconds because I know there's a lag there. If you do it a few more times, I will smite the spammer. I'll smite you. James, you got 5, 4, 3, 2. Nah, you're going, mate. You're going. You're in the naughty bench. You're on the naughty bench for a bit. You've got 5 minutes to sit and think about what you've just done. And I want an apology when you come back and go, sorry, Stephen, I shouldn't have spammed. I want it written on a chalkboard, Bart Simpson style. I love Callum Doyle, Rockley. He looks really good. Je n'aime pas, James. Is that, I do not like that, James. I don't know. Callum Doyle, I really rate. I actually think he might be the best of our centre-back prospects. Genuinely. What do we think of Tottenham? I'll let you answer that in the chat, guys. Shit. There we go. I genuinely reckon. There we go. Everyone's getting the shit in there. I answered it myself. The reason I think Callum Doyle, to be honest, do you know when you just get an instinct? I think Harwood Bellis is really good. I think he is. Callum Doyle is a bit bigger. Callum Doyle's really good on the ball. He's a bit faster. He's a bit bigger. And he just has this insane confidence. And I know that sounds really weird. Just, like, he has this bullishness to his game already, which absolutely belies his age. Genuinely does. It's ridiculous. And I think the fact that he's doing it. And League One's a tougher league than you realise, playing for injury for keeper, that's why it's stoppage. But he's playing for in a tough league there. It's a physical team. So I reckon it's him. I think Mbete is as good as he is. He's not. He's behind Howard Bellis and he's behind Callum Dawes simply because he's not played first team football anywhere yet. Howard Bellis, of course, was on loan at Blackburn. Now he's on loan at Anderlecht, so he's playing at a good level in general. Callum Doyle's playing at a higher level than Mbete is playing week in, week out. I'm not saying he's better, but he's playing at a high level. So to me, Mbete is currently a bit down the ranks. He's behind those two. But Callum Doyle seems a little bit special. He does. Jordan Rants, hello, mate. How confident are you going the United game in 2 weeks? They're going to fucking beat us, I guarantee you. Yeah, when you play United, they always seem to, they always seem to turn up, don't they? Genuinely. Seem to turn up. But, look, if Solskjaer's still in charge, and they're anything like they were against Liverpool, we'll spank him. We'll absolutely spank him. Will that happen? I don't know. Football's weird. We could be far too respectful. But we'll have to see, won't we? Who do you think is most likely to make it out of the academy and why? TJ, depends what you mean by the question. Have they played for the first team yet? I mean, does Cole Palmer count? Because Cole Palmer, to me, right now is the obvious one. Because when I'm answering this question, I always try and think about players that have a pathway that are blocked. You know, I mean, you don't have to be the best young player to get into the first team. And what I mean by that is you have to be the one. Sometimes you have to be the lucky one. For example, Wilson Esbrand may have a better pathway to the first team than James McAtee. And Wilson Esbrand isn't as good as James McAtee overall as a footballer, in my personal opinion. But the difference is, McAtee's got to get ahead of Gundogan, Bernardo, even Cole Palmer, Foden, De Bruyne, any other midfielders like Rodri and Fernandinho. They're all still there. Then obviously Mahrez and Sterling and all the other forwards. Everyone else can play in midfield at some point. Whereas Wilson Esbrand's got to get ahead of Cancelo and Zinchenko. It's literally as simple as that, So I think you have to consider that, the actual pathway. It's a lot different for some of the players. I mean, in terms of who I think has got a chance, it's obviously Cole Palmer. He's the one next in line. But if you take Cole Palmer out of the equation, honestly, the one I would say, he probably is Romeo Lavia. He probably is. I forgot Grealish. Exactly, Grealish is another person I mentioned. I've got a feeling what we could see is a young centre-back make it, and it might be someone like Callum Doyle. And the reason I'm thinking is that we're not going to keep Ake, Stones, Laporte, and Diaz all happy at the same time by rotating. So Palmer's practically there, yeah. I mean, currently he's the first team member. I'm not saying he's playing regularly, but he's playing more than Zinchenko, put it that way, which sounds crazy, but he is. Delap, maybe, but I've got a worrying feeling we're going to sign Haaland and Haaland. When I say worry, I'm not worried about signing Haaland. I mean worry for Delap. We'll sign Haaland, or so we'll sign a big striker at least, and then we'll use Ferran Torres as the backup striker, and we'll use the false nine as a backup, and which means all of a sudden, Delap's 5th, 6th choice because you have false nines ahead of him, Torres and all these people. So, so that I reckon that's the problem Delap's got, but we'll see. But yeah, Doyle or Callum Doyle or Howard Bellis or someone to replace Ake or something like that, or Laporte if he wants to go as a backup. I don't know, maybe. Trey, another super chat from Trey, you absolute legend. He says, a question I can't fully answer, mate. I'll try my best, but Trey said, let me get the question up on the screen. 1 second, just watching the game briefly. Go on, City, clear it. Bit scrappy here. McAtee's coming away with it. Trey asked, is Sterling honestly leaving, you think, Stephen? Well, I don't obviously know the answer, mate. I'm just guessing. I'm on a meter now of how likely something is to go. 50. Oh, for a good ball. I'll get to your question in a second. McAtee's through. Delap skied it. In terms of a sliding balance of what that way going, that way staying, and 50 being the middle, I would say right now I'm more 60-40 about Sterling going. I mean, it depends entirely. But I feel like certain things have to happen. For Sterling to stay, these things have to happen. He has to play a lot. He has to find his form. That at the moment seems difficult. He could do it. But he has to find his form, get back into the team and play really, really well enough to actually warrant the money that he probably wants. He's not going to take a pay cut, but right at one point, and fairly so, when they were going to negotiate, he'd probably be one of our best paid players because he was scoring a load of goals and being really involved. Right now, he's not that. So he's going to have to get back to that level, not just get into the first team, that level to actually get the contract that he wants. So do I think he'll get back to his very, very, very best form and to get the money that he really wanted a few months, maybe a year ago? I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. It's two big things there. So right now, I think he might end up just going, but we'll see. It could be. It could. Luke and Mbete really. I mean, that was a bad play there defensively. Slicker gave it to Mbete in no space at all. Lovely turn from Delap. Oh, nice, Mitchell. Mitchell's got his first away day tomorrow. You're off to the Olympic Stadium, man. Enjoy it. It's a big, mad stadium. Have a good day, man. I'm happy for you, Mitchell. That'll be class, mate. I'm a bit nervous about tomorrow, Mitchell. Sorry, man. I hope you have a good day, but I'm a bit nervous because I feel like we're going to play a weakened team, and I feel like West Ham will go for it. I've got a feeling they'll play a strong team. And obviously, if West Ham play their strongest team because they're in form and they're at home, we play our weakest team. They're probably going to beat us, and I'm not being negative there. It's just because they'll be more up for it, and their confidence will be good. But enjoy it, man. Hopefully, it's not what I said. Go on, James. McAtee doing really well there. Dancing about. Lovely ball to Micah Hamilton. That's done really well. Oh. Oh, nice, Mitchell. Yeah, Mitchell said as well, as long as he sees his boy Palmer, I'll be happy. You should do, mate. He might start, I reckon. He might not. He might start, but I've got a feeling. I think he might start, but either way, I think you'll see him, mate. Definitely, almost certainly. I can see a few changes tomorrow, but you'll see him, man. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it, Mitchell. Top comment, Banks. No spamming, mate, but it's in the pinned comment. Yeah, Delap does bully at this age. I mean, Delap looks a little bit rusty so far. He's some good moments, but obviously he's got a lovely ball from Will Says Brand. Oh, that was going in from Delap. That was going in, that block shot. For anyone watching who's currently wondering, it's mancity.com on City Plus. You have to pay for it, unfortunately. This is a free trial, I reckon, if you've not signed up beforehand, but that's the only place that I'm privy to. I don't know if it's anywhere else, but I don't think it is. Yeah, I want to break the 4 in a row, but I've got a bad feeling about it this season, Dan Trelius. I don't know why. I'll tell you what would make up for it. If we're not going to win the Carabao, the most important trophy of the season, let's be honest, I'll take the Champions League. You know what I mean? How long has Delap been out for? A couple of weeks, but about 3-4 weeks. But he came back, and then he was injured before that. Then came back, and then got injured again. So he was out, and then he'd come back, and then out again. mancity.com is where you can find it. You're handy on the guitar, Stephen. Well, literally, I was in a signed band for a while, so I would say so. I would guess I am. Mitchell, off to go play 5-side now. Enjoy the game, pal. You too, mate, and good luck. Bag a couple, Mitchell. You legend. See you later, pal. Only ball statements, yeah. Carabao Cup, Champions League. I mean, honestly, I'm more tempted by the 5 in a row. I'm slightly tempted by the 5 in a row. I'm used to Champions League disappointment. I'm not used to Carabao Cup disappointment. That will sting a lot more. It's a genuine, nice from Lavia. Go on, Micah Hamilton. Good ball. That's kept it in. That wasn't offside, not having that. Yeah, I would love it, Daniel. Unironically. I'm not kidding when I say I prefer the Carabao Cup to the FA Cup every day of the week. I genuinely do. I know the FA Cup's got more prestige and all that kind of stuff, but I just prefer it. I prefer the Carabao. It's fun. There's something about it. There's no pretension to the Carabao. You get young players. You go to Wembley in February or March or whatever. I like it. It's usually a lot cheaper than the FA Cup. I like it. It's good. It's a good fun tournament. Lucas, I do believe Keiki will get on. Yeah, I don't think he'd be on the bench if they weren't planning to bring him on. This will be part of his. They use these games as part of the return to fitness as well. Yeah, McAtee's fantastic, Alex. He's a really good player, really skillful. That's it, electric to shock, isn't it? I wouldn't mind City winning the FA Cup again because I feel it's been a slight blight under Guardiola. Like I think we should have done better in the FA Cup. But honestly, it always comes at the wrong time. Barry Skywalker, what's your favourite character in Super Smash Bros? I don't play it, I'm being honest, mate. I don't really play online fighting games or online games at all, really. But I'm going to just say Banjo-Kazooie because Banjo is one of my favourite characters of all time. Or Link, of course. Score is on the bottom there, mate. Low, 0-0. Oh, scrappy. Goalmouth scramble there, a couple of block shots. Which United player would have at City? Oh, here's a controversial one for you. It's not what you think I'm going to say. Thank you, Vsauce Joe. What I reckon, player I'd have at Man City. We probably need a left back, but I'm not bothered. I'd probably rather have fucking Cancelo than Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw obviously is a good shout. I wouldn't want Bruno, no chance. It's probably Greenwood. Genuine Greenwood is what I was going to say. I would love to see Guardiola get Greenwood's natural finishing ability and learn how to play as a striker in Man City's system. Cavani's great as well. I really like Cavani. Do you remember me tweeting about wanting Cavani and everyone laughed at me? Cavani's class. I don't know why people laughed at me back then. Cavani's a natural striker with great movement and he'd be brilliant. Cavani right now, here's my hot take. Is everyone ready for it? Cavani right now at this ripe old age is a better striker than Ronaldo. Not a better finisher, but he's a better striker than Ronaldo. And what I mean by that is as a full... as a full-on striker with movement, I think he is, honestly. I think he's much more fluid, much more intelligent with his runs and so on. We don't need Sancho. But honestly, he'd probably be Greenwood for me. Don't want Pogba, not Arse. Don't want Fernandes. Fernandes would absolutely ruin Man City. Fernandes is great for Man United, but Fernandes is not the kind of person who plays for Man City. Don't need Sancho. I don't want Ronaldo. I'd rather have Foden play as a false nine than Ronaldo. Genuinely would. Then I look through the team. Don't need Varane. Don't need Maguire. Don't need Wan-Bissaka. Definitely don't want De Gea. Mate, AO221, I'd answer that question, but I've not heard of either of them, so I can't answer that, mate. Exactly, Grounds Boulevard. He's very intelligent, really good movement, hard worker. Cavani, instinctive finisher. All right, now he's a quality player. I fell for it. I mean, did he? I didn't say him out loud, did I? I didn't say it, so I didn't fall for it. I'd realised what you said, but I didn't say it out loud, so technically I didn't. I just briefly scanned it. Nice from Will Sesbrand there. But then he's giving it away. I don't know, Lucas, is the honest answer, mate. I haven't seen Keiki yet, so I can't really tell you. Romeo's giving the ball away sloppily there. Nah, get up. That's not a penalty. They claimed for a penalty there. I don't think it was a penalty. Delap's doing all right so far, Iran. He looks lively. Oh, Dan Trelius, man. Bloody hell. League to take 3 players from. Well, you're gonna say the Bundesliga. Here we go. Haaland, Bellingham, and what's a good left back in the Bundesliga? Whoever that is. There you go. Done. Then Man City is sorted forever. Then Haaland, Bellingham, and a good left back from the Bundesliga. I blanked. There'll be someone. Alphonso Davies. There you go. Haaland, Bellingham, and Alphonso Davies. That's it. They're the 3, isn't it? Surely. Bundesliga solves all our problems. Bellingham is pretty no homo. You don't have to say no homo, mate. Don't worry about it. Be confident. He's a good looking fella. Nothing wrong with saying that. The thing is, people forget with the no homo stuff when you say that. It's like attraction to someone is literally means you're drawn to someone because they're aesthetically pleasing. Doesn't mean you want to shag them or anything. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, like I can appreciate a good looking bloke. It doesn't mean I want to sleep with them or anything. It just feel like you're drawn towards them because you're like, God, they're really cool. That's like when I look at, I don't know, someone like Oscar Isaac, I'm like, he's such a fucking handsome bastard. And you want to look at him just because you're like, they're cool. It's just a life thing there, but like people get really insecure about that kind of stuff. But you don't. It's not. It's don't is what I'm saying. Don't worry about it. Be confident, man. Base Stephen. Yeah, I'm all about the life advice. I like Jeremy Frimpong. He's doing really well at the Bundesliga, Conrobo. I'm happy for him. Grealish is. Grealish wouldn't be my type though. If I batted that way, he wouldn't be my type. Bellingham to me is the perfect Fernandinho replacement because Fernandinho when he signed was a bit more box to box. Do you ever remember that? He was like he's a box to box attacking midfielder, and I feel like if you put like Bellingham alongside Bernardo, it's just like it's you know, and even with Rodri, that midfield three, it's got creativity, energy, power, pace. It's wonderful. I love Bellingham. I think he's brilliant. Go on, Liam. Liam's done really well there. Go on, Liam. He's overhit that. Oscar, man. More than just a fan channel. Yeah, damn right. Like, Pep's a handsome fucker. You look at Pep and true story. I remember being like 15, 16, and there was this guy. He was sat at coach. I was like, God, he's a really cool looking fella. And I realised I was staring. I was like, because that age where you're not sure about your sexuality, and I was like, no, I'm not gay. I'm straight. But I was there thinking he's really cool, and I felt embarrassed about it because you're that age you're meant to be. And I remember, no, you're just looking at them because they're cool. Like, and they dress really well. They got great hair or whatever. And it's like just attractive people. You're attracted towards them in many different ways. Sorry, Nicholas Showers, you're attracted to me, and I'm attracted to you as well. The difference is I want to have sex with you. But I don't have sex with Oscar Isaac, even though he's a cool fucker.
Who doesn't want to have sex?
I know, Oscar Isaac, well, everyone wants to sleep with Oscar Isaac, let's be honest.
I'm sorry, but you'd be like, yeah, go on then.
I wouldn't, but he's a very good looking fella. I would say Oscar Isaac is my current man crush, I reckon. Oscar Isaac is my current man crush.
He is a bit.
Pep wouldn't be analysing his wife's clothes because his wife's a fashion designer. So the reason Pep is as cool as he is because his wife. True. Pep dresses really well, I think. This is the odd and mad thing, but you know. Barry, I didn't get the N64 online, mate, because I've heard it looks a bit naff. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for a while until it gets better, until Majora's Mask's on there. Pep does wear a lot of charity clothes, clothes for charity, not charity clothes, and I really appreciate that. He's Brian. I mean, wearing smart suits and all that kind of stuff in Manchester. I think he's just got a lot more casual. Pep's got plenty of drip. He's a cool dude. Not always my personal taste, but he's a cool fucker. I can't deny that. Been a mixed game so far. LW, thank you. Like my sense of drip compared to what yours is very different, most likely from both of yours. Like I'm not really into the boohoo man stuff that Grealish was wearing the other day. It's not my thing. Like, I mean, I'm not criticising it because dress how you want to always and ignore what I say, but I saw the Jack Grealish Boohoo Man shoot and I like that. The stuff he was wearing was genuinely the stuff in the early 2000s when I was growing up, and that was deemed uncool. Like it really was. It was the stuff like that was in the like the sale aisle at like in Burton menswear, and now and now that's high fashion or common fashion, which is interesting. Smack a tea, but he's alright, don't worry. Was it Finley Burns? Finley Burns down. I'm more Gundogan, yeah. When you got a beard like this and a dark kind of general look, you gotta wear smarter stuff. But I just like my outdoor gear, to be honest. I like Patagonia brands and Vans and all that kind of stuff. But Grealish stuff, he suits him. He's a young man. I wear crazy shit when I was a young man as well. So he's 10 years younger than me, exactly. Grealish, exactly 10 years. They do, Siaka. A lot of money and no idea. I maintain Balenciaga is just a practical joke. Genuinely, everything about Balenciaga is a practical joke. Like when you see the things where they're just selling like a high-vis jacket for like $3,000 or whatever. It's just... Thank you, Brian. Yeah, I can look smart, man. I can look smart for the wedding. I thought it looked cracking. Go on, Wilson. Wilson has brands doing really well. Oh, lovely football. Oh, nice 1-2 between us and Brand McAtee. McAtee is such a tidy player. His footwork. He's not playing yet, smart United fan. He's on the bench. Lovely little bit of footwork from McAtee there. Bit too intricate, I would say. Delap's been fine so far. It's his first game, Ryan, so he's not fully back to form yet. But he's doing fine. Rohan Foden is vastly ahead of Sancho right now. Vastly. Sancho's had a good career, maybe he was right because he's got to. I mean, look, if United getting a good manager after Solskjaer, which hopefully never happens, and Sancho clicks with that manager, all of a sudden he's at one of the biggest clubs in the world and playing under a good manager, and he could be set. You know what I mean? But I think in general, Foden's got more to him. I actually think Sancho's I've got no problems with it at all whatsoever. But I think honestly, Foden is obsessed with football on another level to even Sancho. Like I think like Foden's dedication is ridiculous. McAtee did really well there, by the way, then fouled. But Foden, you can tell the guy he's the most focused, professional, and do you know what the difference is? Phil Foden spent the last 3 or 4 years learning from Vincent Kompany, David Silva, Sergio Aguero, Pep Guardiola, Kevin De Bruyne, and all these absolute world-class players at the top of their game. He's learned focus and professionalism from all these people and humility. And it's not just about the coaching; it's about the personalities that you're around. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being at Dortmund, but Sancho was the superstar there straight away. He was the big guy straight away at the age of like 18, 19. And he was playing with a bunch of players whose just careers elsewhere. And they're good footballers and it's a good place, but you don't learn that life experience from playing from a bunch of young players who are thinking about the next career move. And there's some senior players there like Matt Hummels and so on, of course there is. But you just can't compete with that. You can't compete with that level of professionalism you have to be in Manchester City side. So Foden has not only had the best coaching education you probably get in world football, but he's had also some of the best like people education you can get. Like the focus that you'll get from Kompany when he was there, and David Silva and Aguero and De Bruyne and Pep Guardiola drilling mentality into you. That changes you. And Sancho's not had that. And you can tell, when Sancho's hanging about and, with hanging about and, messing around, all that kind of stuff on holiday, which is nothing wrong with that. But he looks a little bit more big time. Not massively, but a little bit more big time. I definitely don't think he's had it drilled into him enough. But still, Sancho's got an awful lot of ability. He just needs to find the right coach and right manager. I have no idea, Caius. Go on, James. Great ball from McAtee to Delap. Go on. Delap's running at defender here. He's hit the other defender. It's a bit predictable there from Liam. He'd probably going in if he got through the legs, but... Tomado's starting tonight. Nice for Hamburg. Different gravy, to quote Aguero. Yeah, I saw those rumours as well, smart United fan, but this came from some guy who's a Twitter transfer in the know. I'm not necessarily sure I believe him. It's not come from anyone reliable yet. It's come from some guy who uses Twitter to push towards his Twitch account, so I'm not really... And at least I know I'm doing that. I'm not pretending to be an expert, so I'm not really sure about that yet. I think it is true, Joseph. I know I'm not... Maybe I'm wrong, but... I don't think I do, Paul, but I appreciate that, mate. I speak too fast. That's my problem, Paul. I'm just one of many bearded white guys who mumbles away on the internet. I don't stand out that way, but I appreciate the comments. Go on, Joshua. Wilson Esbrand's done really well there. He's jinked past a few people, but his passes just let him down, but a really nice bit of play from Wilson Esbrand. Past 3 players in his own half. He's finding his confidence, though. So you're looking a little bit more in the ascendancy here. Cable, I don't know about Arteta. I'm yet to be won over either way. I'll have to see about Arteta. I think he's a good coach. But is he going to be a good manager? I don't know. The thing is, you never know. Is like it's all like right now. Arsenal found a good bit of form, which is really encouraging for them. How do they react if they have a bad game or some injuries? You know, how does the manager coax the best out of them then? You know, how do they respond when the chips are down, so to speak? That's the thing we don't know about Arteta yet. I mean, right now, they could go up and down, but can he coax consistency out of them? That's the thing we don't know yet, so we'll have to see. Yeah, I think Delap looks a bit off it as well, if I'm being honest, Chavi. I actually agree, mate. He looks a bit... he just hasn't got sharpness yet. He doesn't look bad, but he just looks like he's trying a bit too hard. He's lacking a bit of subtlety to his game right now, but I would expect that after injuries. He's trying too hard to impress, I would say. Yeah, it's a weird managing. To be fair, if Arteta comes out of Arsenal with his reputation and decent tact, then fair play, because it's very difficult. Which City player would make the best Bond villain? Bond villain's got to be Ederson. He's just Jaws, isn't he? He already is Jaws, pretty much. He's like one of those hitman kind of types. Best Bond, probably Diaz. He looks a bit Bond-esque, doesn't he? Rodri's got a bit of a suaveness to him as well. I can imagine Rodri in a suit and a gun. Gundogan, yeah. Zinchenko would be a good villain, yeah. KDB, like, just dead cold and staring. If he dies, he dies. Dum, 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 dum. Four minutes of injury time. We've already played a couple already. Scott Denhamy's here. Big Academy energy. Denhamy energy. Scott saying, I'm City till I die. I'm City till I die. I know I'm sure I'm City till I die. Come on, young guns, we got this. Big love to Scott, my friend. Going forward last minute here. We're giving it away. They didn't do you good there, Scott. Oh, you well, Scott. Good to see you, my friend. Big Denhamy energy always. Legend. Kevin Dudrego. Like it. Balotelli, I think a good villain, yeah. Well, he just beat himself, Balotelli, let's be honest. Carson is Johnny English. Sod off work, Scott. No one needs work. Just leave. Just go home. Goat finger. Jesus Christ, chaos. Terrible. Foden greater than Paul Tolls. That Scholes thing really upset me, I'm not gonna lie. Just not on. I think Keiki will get half an hour for what it's worth. That's the usual thing with these. 25 minutes, half an hour is my guess. Maybe half time, we'll see him. Don't know. Paul Toes. I like a bit of Blur, Sean Luke. I do. And I like a bit of Gorillas, so yeah. Damon Albarn's he's alright, Damon Albarn. Oh, go on. McAtee's going through here. Good ball from Bob. Oh, bit wide for Delap, unfortunately. Is that Prime Albert left back? It is. He's fallen over his feet a bit today, Delap. Delap's he's been a bit greedy today. He should have passed it to Bob there. What Scholes said. Ryan. Oh, Ryan. Oh, young Ryan Copeland. You're going to need a lot of cope in this land to deal with what Scholes has done, mate. I would just search Paul Scholes on Twitter. I ain't explaining. Tell him to
do that.
Oh, Ryan. Poor Ryan. Ryan's about to enter a world of pain, unfortunately.
Don't do it.
Nicholas saying don't do it. Look, do it if you want to do it, but don't if you have a squeamish nature. Go on, Oscar. Ooh. And it's half time. Goalless at the break. Half time. It's been a kind of a very what's in his mouth is a better question. Actually is a better question, unfortunately, about Scholes. Tune, Daniel. Tune. Save yourself. Let me know how you feel when you come back, Ryan. I'm genuinely curious. It's nothing to do with me. Paul Scholes was very curious too, by the looks of it. It's been a nail-biting game so far. There is no possible explanation. I understand if they were young and babies, apparently that's a thing occasionally, but like she's about a 19, 20-year-old woman. It's weird. It's very strange. Very strange. Really strange, actually. Like, it's not normal behaviour. Oh, Mason Bevez, class of 92s. Instead of class of 92. Oh, big fan of your work. Big fan of your work. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'd hate it, but I love it at the same time. Gonna leave that on screen for a little bit there. We can just, we can chew over that one. No. I'm sorry. I'm going to take it off screen right now. It's very, very good. Anyway, it's half-time. At half-time, the EDS so far, they've been okay. They've been all right. It hasn't been like a wonderful performance. It's been very scrappy, if I'm being honest. I think Delap's been all right. I think, even being honest, he's forced it a little bit. His touch hasn't been quite there. He's been a little bit clumsy on the ball, and he's kind of done a little bit too much, I would say. McAtee, I think, has looked really impressive. McAtee's driven forward really well. Wilson Esbrand as well has looked very good going forward, linking up with Michael Hampton really well. Romeo Lavi's had a decent game. One kind of misstep at some point. But overall, it's been a decent performance so far. I mean, like, Keiki, of course, is on. Today's Tuesday. Bloody hell. Damn it. Stop with the jokes. Stop with the toe jokes. Please, I'm asking you. Politely. Please. But yeah, so far it's been a decent-ish performance. I mean, it's 0-0, of course. It's not going particularly... it's not been an exciting game of football. We haven't seen that the keeper really worked or anything like that. But it's been all right. Are you getting any potatoes by any chance, Daniel? Oh, bloody hell. Paul Scholes, he sucks toes. Let's put it as simple as that. It's really weird. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. How can anyone look at Paul Scholes in the face again? Like, seriously, not go, bit weird that, mate. You know what I mean? Bit dodgy, that, isn't it? It's like...
Imagine being the daughter, though.
The daughter put it on Instagram.
It's perfectly normal to put it on Instagram.
Well, yeah, the daughter's like, what? Your dad doesn't suck your toes? Nah, he doesn't actually. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't do that. My dad stopped sucking my toes when I was 12, the normal age. No, I'm joking. Oh yeah, footballers. Yeah. The worst thing is what makes it even creepier is, like, on Instagram, she's tried to be all it girly as well. You know, like Instagram girl. She's got all the photos of her posing and stuff, and then just a dad sucking her toes. Grim. Anyway, Toblerone. Doesn't even make sense. It's just food with the word toe in it. You know. I love it though. Oh. Look, if he wants to suck toes, he can. Just maybe not his daughters, is what I would say. You know what I mean? It's fucking weird. Anyway, I really like Scholes did that to take the embarrassment off Man United for a week. It's very strange behaviour, electric shock. It's very strange. EDS are playing. It's 0-0 against Rotherham in the Papa John's Trophy. Think about pizza, good food, good chewing. Papa John's Trophy. So, Papa John's Trophy. Man City, you've actually fucking sent me west with the Paul Scholes stuff, you bastards. I can't think straight now. Got a horrible image in my head. That little prick. Being weird. James Makato. Stop it. No, this is an intervention. It's an intervention. Taste defeat. Toad in the hole. No, Mason. Don't. Stop it. It's good though. It's good. It's good. It's a good pun. This is all the EDS game is. By the way, this is what happens at the EDS games. You go watch them in the stadium, and you sit and watch them. It's good fun, but you mainly just chat shit with people, and I kind of like it. It's very social, isn't it? Nicola's been to a few EDS games, haven't you? Mm-hmm. It's very social, isn't it? Yeah. Mainly just about chatting away and enjoying a bit of football. It's a bit more like Sunday League in that way. You stand on the side and you enjoy the football, but you also stand around and chilling. And this is what the stream's about. You know what I mean? Chubby TV and watching it on mancity.com. Damn it, Daniel, it's terrible. God help everyone on board when Scholes is on an airline and the flight attendant says they're flying at 30,000 feet. Oh, terrible. Oh, good though. But so far, I'm looking forward to seeing Keiki in the second half. And generally, I'm hoping we see and get on very good like half an hour or so. What I would say is don't expect the world from Keiki, and I mean that. Keiki, I'm sure he's going to be a delicious treat and all that kind of stuff. Not as delicious as toenails, of course, but I'm sure he's going to be really, really good. But he's going to be rusty, he's going to, when's the last time Keiki played at a game like Rotherham's, Rotherham Stadium in an academy kind of vibe on a cold winter's night, it's a massive culture shock for him. It'll be very different. I'm sure it'll be good, but I'm not expecting the world from Keiki. It's going to be difficult for him to get into the game, I would guess, but maybe not. Maybe he'll impress us all. Maybe he'll be really good. I'm looking forward to seeing him either way if he gets on, which I think he will do. I'm never going to pronounce it anything other than Keiki, by the way, and I know it's wrong. I know I'm saying it wrong, but I just don't care. It's always going to be Keiki to me because a meme is more important than accuracy. You should always get someone's name right, but memes are more important, is what I will say, It's like, do you know the bananas with Man City and the inflatable bananas? Not many younger fans know that comes from City had a player called Imre Varadi, and someone misheard it as Imre Banana. Because Varadi, banana, and that's literally how it started, which is tenuous as fuck. But I love a good shit meme, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Keiki will always be Keiki, because it looks like it's spelled like Keiki. I know it's Kayky or something like that, isn't it? Joe, I hope he does win the Ballon d'Or because he'll always be Keiki. If you come to play for Man City and you've got Mancunian fans and you've got a name that looks like Keiki, you are going to be Keiki, man. That's just how it works. That's just how it works. They are the rules. I left, came back in the chat. He's still full of toes. Yep, that is the level we're at now. That's how it is. Mojis, we're good, mate. We're both good. Hope you're well. We're very, very good. We got a house on Friday, by the way. Oh, by the way, don't worry about a new set for the videos anytime soon because we've got to get the wiring done. So we won't be moving in for like 3 or 4 weeks. Then I've got to build a studio. I'm going to have to build a studio from scratch. It's going to take a long time and I'm very nervous. But I'll probably be in like an empty room for a while. But it is what it is. Eventually, it won't ever be as nice as this, with the bricks and all that kind of stuff. But it'll be different. Is Nicola still simping? Nicola was born simping. We're always simping for each other, me and Nicola. Always simp for your other half. If you're not simping for your other half, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, we married just so we could simp officially. Official simping, right? Mm-hmm. The Simpsons. That's actually about us, isn't it? Always simp your other half. If you're not simping your other half, you're getting it wrong. Get brick wallpaper. I hate brick wallpaper, but I do know about that. I've got the garage. So I'm gonna have the garage and go turn it into a nice little set. I don't know. I'll do something nice. It'll be good. It'll be cultured. It'll be me. I'm not getting a green screen. I hate green screens. You got the government involved in your simping. We did. The government officially recognises our simping. we are government approved and recognised simping at the highest, the highest degree. I've got a weird WhatsApp. Oh, it's about my parents are going on a boat trip tomorrow. It's saying it might be off. I'll ring them out. Well, it might be simplified because of the wind and the rain.
Oh no.
But I'll tell them in a bit afterwards. My parents are in Wales on a holiday, and I booked them a boat trip. I've just got a text about it. That's the context. I'll stop talking about it now. He does need to stay fit, Fox Williams, but we'll have to see. I really like Delap's great, but I can't deny Delap's lost about 6 months of time. I know that sounds really dramatic, but he has. Tic-tac-toe, god damn it, Joey, god damn it. Delap's lost like July, August, September, October, November. He's lost an awful lot of time, not 6 months, but he's lost maybe 6 months in development time, because I was hoping he wouldn't have been injured in pre-season. He would have played a lot more with Guardiola. He would have played a few games in pre-season, maybe the Community Shield. He would have essentially had a chance to learn a bit from Guardiola every now and then. And there's a bit of a problem we've got is that I do think he's probably lost a tiny bit of energy and momentum, which is a shame. But we'll see. I'm not talking about the Carragher stuff anymore. What more can I say? Carragher was rude to me. I think he regretted it. I told him to fuck off. That was it. I don't think he meant to harm me, but I think he was just being a bit of a dick. But I don't think he meant to be, for what it's worth, because he was sound to me afterwards, and literally on the day, and then he was sound to me on Twitter afterwards as well. I've forgotten about it. Someone came up to me in Manchester. Me and Nicola were walking around Media City to go into this Van Gogh expedition, and someone shouted at me, which was really funny. What did he say? Something like, something like, "Good on you to tell the character to fuck off, Stephen lad." I was like, it made me laugh. Just shouted it in the street, and I was like, "Oh, cheers." It was funny. Thank you, Matthew. It's over anyway. Palmer, yeah, he's got a bit of growing up to do, but in terms of physically, but you know, Palmer will never be massive, I don't think, but I think he'll bulk out a little bit. I think we presume everyone's going to bulk out, but they don't, because their body type is not necessarily going to be that. But he'll be stronger, of course. You get stronger as you get older naturally anyway, you know, so oh, damn it, Louis. But yeah, Palmer will get stronger and he'll get more physical and all that kind of stuff. And like, he'll obviously just be stronger. Like, you get physically strong as you get older, but he's always going to be relatively slender. But it doesn't matter, you know. Like, Kaka wasn't exactly physically big and strong. Sorry, Kaka was relatively slender, you know, and he was graceful and pacey and alert. As long as you're alert and as long as you can hold people off, but he will naturally get bigger. Do you think Palmer will be better than Sancho? I can't answer that, mate. Honestly, for what I will say is, like, I feel relatively privileged to watch a lot of Palmer and Sancho at academy level. It's always hard because you never know how good the current generation of opposition is at academy level. I don't know if academy teams were better 5-6 years ago in terms of the opposition that they were now. But what I can say is that what Palmer did to the academy sides was as impressive as what Sancho did at times. I mean, Sancho was probably a little bit more technical in terms of player, but Palmer has done some ridiculous things for the academy. Genuinely has. And he's exceeded just at the high level of the academy. So what I will say is Palmer, though, he was behind Sancho at youth level in general, because Sancho was obviously voted he was the most golden boy winner, you know, golden ball winner and stuff at European competitions for England and so on. And obviously he was a key player for England's youth teams. But Palmer, wasn't quite that level. But having said that, you don't always have to be. Like Rashford was barely involved in English youth teams at all before he was, starting for Man United. So you don't always have to be at that level. And Rashford's probably at the higher level than Sancho is, and he was never had that that same academy impact. Ryan's back after viewing. Well, that's fucking grim. Thanks for warning me, Steve. Yeah, sorry, mate. I'm sorry, I did try to warn you, but that's what happened, unfortunately. But yeah, you said it all right. Would I take Sane back? Only if he wanted to come back and it was available. I mean, I've got nothing against Sane. I don't think I want him back, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, I'm fine with the team we've got right now. I'd rather just move on. I don't really think you should go back sometimes. I mean, he's often underwhelming. So Sane for me, he's yesterday's news, and I don't mean in a negative way. Just let him have his life over there, and move on. I wouldn't be upset if it happened, but I don't clamour for it or anything like that. It is what it is. Yeah, you shouldn't have corrupted your soul, Ryan. Unfortunately, it's fucking weird, isn't it? There's some weirdos that come out United. Yeah, we can't talk. We've had some fucking actual nonsense, So fucking hell, absolutely. Foden might retire as the most decorated English player. I probably would be disappointed. Let's have a look. Most trophies by an English player. Most decorated British footballer of all time is Giggs with 34. How many's Foden got? Scholes has got 25 in third place with Bobby Lennox, Celtic guy. Okay, so you used to get to 34. I mean, to be English top to most trophies, you used to get 26. How many's he got already, Foden? 10, I think. Oh, he's got 10 already. That's insane if he's got 10 already. Let's have a look. Let me have a look. Trophy, Scholes of his trophies. Stop it! Everyone stop it. Kayky's coming on at half time. Keiki, half time's coming on. Let me just do a tweet. Kayky's coming on at half time. Wonderful stuff. I'm just doing a quick tweet at half time. Oh, damn it. Where's he coming on for? Will Griggs come on, by the way. Is it Will Grigg? I don't know. Griggs come on. So Foden has got... Look at his trophies. You can't use academy stuff or England youth team stuff. So he's got 1, 2, 3 Premier Leagues, an FA Cup, 1, 2, 3, 4 Carabaos, Community Shields. Yeah, he's got 10 so far, Foden. That's ridiculous. It's Keiki, but I'm saying Keiki. I'm sorry. Just accept it. It will always be Keiki. Delap off at half time. So, 2 players off an injury. They only had, Delap would have got 45 minutes, but he looks rusty. So, I mean, he's come off. Nico Riley's come on. He's a really good young player. I like him a lot. Delap was rusty, if I'm being honest, Rui, but that's fine. Let's see how Keiki gets on. Kayky. But it's always going to be Keiki. I'm sorry. Nico Riley's really highly rated from what I can tell. Kayky's on the right. Go on, lad. So he's away. He's playing. I bet he didn't picture playing at. What's Rotherham Stadium called? I forgot what it's called. Oh, it's the ASOL New York Stadium. Okay. Didn't know that. Oh, through and goal. Oh, McAtee nearly scored. Should have scored. Bob played him through. I think he was slightly pushed in the back. Slicker controller on his chest there. What's that about? The New York Stadium. So with that, when Arctic Monkey sang, you're not from New York City, you're from Rotherham, which is a coincidence. They actually named their stadium the New York Stadium. What the hell's that about? Literally after the Arctic Monkey song. Weird. Do you hear that, Nicola? Rotherham Stadium is called the New York Stadium.
What?
That came after the Arctic Monkeys lyric as well. What's your chances of that?
Surely it's not a coincidence.
Hmm?
Surely it's not a coincidence.
Maybe it isn't. I don't know. Start the clock. Sorry, good point. Let me get the clock going. I'll catch up. Do I like Far Cry 6? I really do like Far Cry 6, actually. I'm slightly addicted to it. It's just chill game. I know it sounds really weird because it's a Far Cry game, but to me, it's kind of chill. Just walking around, shooting shit up, having fun. I like it. It's a big, beautiful game, and it's a street called New York Way. Okay. Paul McLaren, he did, but I told him to fuck off, so it's fine. Oh, like and sub if you guess what I just had on my toast. Con Robo, you're already subbed, mate. I recognise your name. I guess what you had on your toast. Beans. It's not even their best album, Inferno Temper. So I'm going to disagree. Cheers. Thank you very much, Stacey. He's going to make a toe joke. Who is? I'm not making any more toe jokes. No more toe jokes. I didn't like that. No, Louis, stop it. If that sounds like a Skulls joke you're leading on to. But I thought the album was a bit middling. Favorite Worst Nightmare is probably my favorite one. Favorite Worst. I was friends with Arctic Monkeys. True story. I was. Oh, go on, Oscar. Bob's done really well there. He's giving it away. No, he's not. Kayky's got the ball. And he's giving it away. Sloppily. Just literally just pushed off. Keiki got the ball. Just ran out of play. Easily tackled. Stop it, Louis. Stop it. It's a good question, Naftali. Naftali Tesfai says, hey, Stephen, do you think we could have a group like United, 1992? No and yes. I mean, I don't think we're ever going to see several players break through at the same time, at the exact same time, simply because squads are bigger these days and there's not much a gap for them. But I do think it's possible that we have a few come through slowly. Yeah, I don't think there'll ever be like a whole 5 players that break it through at the same time, just because we haven't got the squad space. We require loads of players to leave. Look, if this was 10, 15 years ago, this Man City side pre the money, I guarantee you McAtee, Lavia, Howard Bellis, so many players would be getting game time regularly at Man City as backups, or if not first team players. But they're not now because our squad's too big, and it's too solid. Back in maybe the mid-2000s when people like Michael Johnson were playing, yeah, definitely. But now I can't see it, mate, unfortunately. Maybe I'm wrong. But a few, I think a couple more will make it to the first team. And I do think in about 3 or 4 years' time, but we'll be looking at about, 3 Man City players around the first team, which I'm happy with. Kayky's ready, is he? Well, because he ran into his fullback. Sloppy there from Lumbete. Goal. 1-0. Deflected. 1-0 behind. Deflected shot over Slicker from the edge of the area. Poor, to be honest. It was a mistake from Mbete, unfortunately, and but then the ball did nick over Kieran Slicker. That's a shame. Yeah, Mbete mistake with the pass led to a counter. They probably should have stopped the cross as well. They both committed themselves defensively. Anyway, come on. Hello from Cyprus. You're in Cyprus, Lagan. Nice. Enjoy it, mate. Wilson Esbrand doing well to get forward here. He's looking confident, Wilson Esbrand. Though he's giving the ball away. That's the thing. You can do those runs, Joshua, but you have to keep the ball, my friend. Tired today. Wasn't expecting to do any live streaming today, so it's definitely not the wind, not the wind out of me a little bit. I reckon Adozie might be on the bench tomorrow. I feel like someone's out. Might be Sterling again. I don't know if Sterling's out. I don't know. Was there any press conference today? There wasn't, was there? Oh, they nearly 2 then. Even though it's 3 o'clock and you have to look at that video as well, Ryan. It's a bad day for you, mate. Grounds, I don't think that'll ever happen, mate. I think those times are gone, unfortunately. The thing is, you can't have your cake and eat it. You can't have your cakey and eat it. You can't have like all academy players in and also win loads of trophies at the same time. I don't think you can. Maybe you can slowly with time, but I mean, if we get, I would like 3 or 4 regulars in the squad. I'm happy with that. That's always a good compromise for me. Nice, James McAtee. Done really well there. And he's put out of play, unfortunately. Pin comment, Yusuki. Pin comment, mate. Quite a few injuries in this team at the moment, so it is a young side. Ref, get out of the way, ref, you. Drop ball there. Lavia taking it. It was chances in this. Wilson Esbrand's having a good game, by the way, going forward at least. McAtee going for the shot. A little bit greedy, I'd say. Is it? I think it's a group stage game, mate. I don't think it goes to pens. I think it's a group stage at the moment. It is, yeah. We're in Group E, and we are currently we need to probably win this to go through. As it is, I mean, a draw might be enough, but oh, nice flick from O'Reilly. Oh. Kayky's just missed a sitter. Was it Kayky? Kayky's just missed a sitter. He's ready. Get him in the fucking first team. That's our boy. Still goes to pens, does it really? I don't know if he does. Oh, he goes to pens. Okay, I didn't even know that. 2 points for a pen win. Strange. Kayky's just blasted it over. Lovely football from McAtee. O'Reilly with a gorgeous little flick from McAtee. He cut it back. And Kayky He's proven this boy is ready. He's ready for first team football. He blasted over it in such a Manchester City first team fashion. I've got a tweet about it. It should be 2-0 there. Man like Keiki. He probably could have taken a touch. I think he was. I think he should have done better than that. He should have taken a touch. That's a big chance. It's not an easy chance, but it's a big chance. Like, not the easiest chance. I really liked the little flicking from O'Reilly in the build-up, though. That made it as gorgeous. Yusuke, he's missed a sitter so far and also given the ball away, so not much to say about Keiki. He's obviously only played a few minutes, and he's had like 2 touches, so that's all I can say. He's just lost the ball again as well. It's going to take Keiki a little bit of time to get up to speed. My Twitter is scrolling across the bottom, Baraka Mandy. You'll see it at the bottom. It'll say at the bottom there, scrolling. All my details are there. Good ball. McAtee through here. He should have scored. O'Reilly's missed as well. Decent football, Bob. Lovely ball from McAtee. We're creating chances now, actually. Yeah, Stoichkov, I think we've got the academy for its worth. I think we just need to commit to it. It takes a full-time commitment. I think Guardiola at the moment is just about trophies, and I don't really blame him because he knows his legacy's been judged that way. We are getting closer here. Oscar Bob's playing really well. I like looking at O'Reilly. He's a really neat player. I know he's really highly rated. Yeah, Bob's been the best player. He's a good player, Bob. As I said before, if we didn't have McAtee and Palmer, we'd be talking about Bob a lot. But there's a big kind of like bunch of players ahead of him. But he's a really good player, Bob. Every time I watch him, I'm impressed by him. Skillful, creative winger. Through and goal. Wilson Esbrand's messed up there. Got really lucky. Yeah, Wilson Esbrand just giving the ball away and they run right through and goal. He's got to be better than that, Joshua. Yeah, of course, grounds. I think we probably need to be realistic about our expectations with Keiki, though. I include myself in that. He looks very slender. That's what I will say. He looks like an academy player out there. He looks small. And there's nothing wrong with that, of course. You'll grow and stuff, but you've got to bear in mind it's a lot more physical at times. Bob's done really well again there. I don't. But that's the point. Is there isn't space in Stoichkov. So, the thing is, Guardiola. I know what you're getting at, actually, Stoichkov. I mean, I think Guardiola. I guess the point I'm making is Guardiola's not going to do it unless we force him to do it. If that makes sense. If you keep giving him players, he won't use it. He'll keep using the first team players, which any manager will. But it has to be. We have to tell the manager and hire manager not to do it, and also not sign these players. So unless we tell the manager not to do it and don't sign backup players, no manager's going to use academy players. You got to bear in mind, coming through Barcelona in La Liga when it was a 2-team league essentially, and they have the B team as well. Of course, you got to bear that's the big difference. Like Pedro and Busquets were playing in the B team. That's the difference. They were playing at a senior level every single week, and they could go straight to the first team if they wanted to. Like if Manchester City's players could play in like League One or the Championship low level, and then academy players, and then come play the first team games, they'd be ready. They'd be sharp and match fit. But they're not doing it every single week. That's the difference. Penalty. Finley Burns, an accidentally penalty. For what it's worth, I don't blame Pep for what situation he is. I think any manager in the world would do it. That's a penalty. I reckon he's just Finley Burns has ran over him. It's unfortunate, but he has. Probably going to be 2-0, isn't it? Let's be honest. Right. Let's see if he saves it. 2-0. Unfortunately, that's we're going to need a hell of a turnaround here. Sadly, he scored his second. Yeah, it doesn't look good. That means we need Scunthorpe. Yeah, I mean, City need to get to. They need to score basically. We need to level this. We can do it. This academy side is good enough to do it. Kayky come from Michael Hamilton, who's also back from injury. Honestly, in terms of academy players, I don't advocate B teams because I do think it affects the lower leagues. I don't think we should do it. I think we should accept this is just how it is and stop going, oh, we want all our young players to play professional football. Well, don't have so many young players and loan them out better is what I would say to that answer. But what I do know is that if we had B team football in this country, yeah, and Tommy Doyle wouldn't have been going on loan to Hamburg. Tommy Doyle would have been playing against League One teams or whatever since the age of 17, 18, and McAtee would. So they'd be physically strong and ready. And they would be called into the first team as backup every now and then because we know that they'd be physically stronger. They'd be used to pressure and expectation and real world responsibility. At this level right now, it's decent. But it's not even that good really, and but it's still better than the Premier League too. But we'd have more players in the first team of academy if we had B teams. But that's a selfish way of looking at it. The simple solution is stop spending so much money. Don't have 25 international players, have 20 instead, and use those 5 as academy lads. But, they won't do that because they want to win all the trophies, and I get that. But it's like, well, cry me a river, it's your problem of your own making. The thing is, some of our young players now have been loaned out early on, and like Luis Fiorini, for example, the young attacking midfielder, City fan, he went to NEC Breda, did really well there, and now he's on loan at Lincoln, I think. Is it Lincoln? And he's only like 18, 19. And I think he's 19 now. 19, 20. Is he 20? I don't know how old he is. How old is Luis Fiorina now? He's 19 still. Yeah, he's 19. Only turned 19. And he's been playing first team football. And he's probably actually more experienced in football by a long way. 13 League One games. They love him over there. And he's doing really well, scoring goals, and he's probably more advanced than James McAtee, right now. 3-0, fucking hell. It's over, this game's over. That was too easy. Near post header, 3-0. Look younger and experienced, this team today. I know they are, but that's the point. They do look it as well. It's a shame. It's a good cross, to be fair, but soft. As I was talking about as well, good example, Callum Doyle as well, 17, going to play at Sunderland. It's better for him than playing Premier League 2 football. Yeah, we're going out. We're going out here. Yeah, no, it's I'm not having a go at the team. It's a young team. It's inexperienced. It's missing quite a few players, a lot of injuries and so on. A lot of players out. You know, it just happens. But you know, it's all part of the education, isn't it? That's the point. In the mud, unfortunately, Metallitin. Yeah, we are today. Kayky's done nothing, to be honest. AAA, unfortunately, mate. I can't say he's playing well. He's missed a sitter and lost the ball twice. Yeah, Fiorini, for example, is playing right now. They're winning against Wigan. Yeah, that's education for you. Like Morgan Rogers as well, of course, doing really well at late. Is it Lincoln as well, was it? Now he's at Bournemouth. Jan Kutu's doing well, is he? That's good news. Let's have a look. How's he doing, Jan Kutu? So he's played 5 games. How are Braga doing? I always forget what the Portuguese league's called. Premier League, that's the one. Braga are currently in 5th, so doing all right. Decent start to the season. And Jan Kutu's playing for them as a wing back. Nice. That's a good move from him then. Obviously, still. Obviously, still it's a long way off Manchester City's first team level, but good on him. Where is Patrick Roberts? Where did he go? Did he go to Troyes? I forget where he goes. He's everywhere, isn't he? Good going forward to Wilson Esbrand. I'll give him that. Looks really confident going forward, Wilson Esbrand. Kayky's got a long way to go, AO23, based on what I'm seeing today. It's only early. He's only been half an hour on the pitch. I can't really judge him yet, but, you know. We have to remember the size, the step up in general. Genuinely, it's a massive step up. Come on, City, get a goal. Oscar Bob is so underrated. Genuinely. Really is. I like Bob. He always plays well. Yeah, the Patrick Roberts should have gone a long time ago, man. His career is absolutely spoiled. When you spoiled and stoled your career once, you spoiled it. You should have let him go, though. I agree. I think this should. I know it's a business thing, but I think there should be an element of responsibility. You're not wrong. That's correct. He is from Norway. He is Norwegian. City here looking like an under-23 side. They really are. It's a bit chaotic, a bit scrappy, a bit playgroundy, if I'm being honest. Yeah, we capitulated a little bit, Daniel. Sloppy goals as well. Someone would take him on a free transfer, Metallitin. Someone would take Patrick Robertson on a free transfer, but I think we wanted to get some money back. I don't know the answer to that, Louis. I don't know the answer to that question about overhyped. I don't know, honestly. I think most of the young players are a little bit overhyped. And I don't mean in a bad way. I think we forget that they're all still developing. Oh, Rico Lewis has had a bit of a poor game today. It's really highly rated as well. Yeah, there's plenty of Louis, unfortunately, mate, today in the chat. And they're both two Louis O's as well. Osachowski is the other one I was talking to. Bob's done really well. Oh, unlucky, mate. Oh, yeah, he's only 16, Rico Lewis. Yeah, of course. He's definitely showing his age, though, is what I mean tonight. Forget, like, they are young players. And Wilson Esbrand's looking very confident going forward, by the way. Very Alfonso Davis. But then he's giving the ball away. So there's no point doing those little runs, Joshua. If you're going to pass it out, you know. Bellingham 60 million max. No, they're not selling Bellingham for 60 million, mate. Keep going. Keep going. No chance. He's 18 years old and already a high quality midfielder. Oh, good. Happy for you, Henry. Happy for you, Henry. Hope you really enjoy it, mate. Well, Sesbrand's a good player. I mean, he's got to definitely be much more considered with his runs. He's bursting forward, running the ball up, which is good. I'm glad he can do that, but he's definitely been a bit sloppy. Pep would say less is more in this instance, and I'd actually agree. I would guess he would say that. I can't prove it, obviously. But he'd be like, keep the ball, excuse me. McAtee or Keiki? Well, McAtee for me entirely right now because I've barely seen Keiki. So I can't pick him given the fact he's done nothing for any Man City teams yet. Not in a bad way, just literally. Keiki's on, Hazik. He's been on since half time, mate, which says it all. He's been on the pitch for half an hour now, so Hazik Iqbal there asking to be subbed on. That says it all. He's not had a good game, if I'm being honest, but that's fine. You know, he's only young. Happens. It has looked like men against boys here, I agree. Esco flip. Need him subbed off. Louis, yeah, I'm fine, mate. I said one of those little head colds. I wasn't really. Do you know when you've got like? Thanks for asking, but I'm good, mate. Do you know when you've got like a bit of a cold and I get quite sinusy every now and then. I was just like dripping snot and like I felt fine, I had loads of energy, but I was my nose is all raw still from it. But I'm good, thank you. But I literally was fine the next day. It's just I knew I just needed to stop blowing my nose. So thank you for asking, though. I'm all good. Oh, Nico Riley's free. Score, mate. Nah. Should have driven towards goal. Decent effort from Nico O'Reilly. I like Nico O'Reilly, by the way. He looks really, really intelligent. I like 16 years old, Nico O'Reilly. Bloody hell, he's very young. I spoke to a scout from Man City. And he said he's the one to watch from that age group. Good pass as well, I agree. Yeah, I agree with Stoichkov there, Jake. I don't think it is about the money with Bernardo. Obviously, the money definitely helps. Of course it does. It's a sweeter. But I think it's more a personal thing. But hopefully, you know, a lot can happen in the year. And he might just be like, I don't mind it, you know. It's not that bad. Good ball. Right, it's through and goal, eh, Bob? Oh, lucky. That was really nice, McAtee to Bob to O'Reilly. A little back flip towards back heel towards the goal. Scoop behind him. Friday, Jeremy. Thank you. But we won't be moving then. That's when we get the house. We won't be moving for about the best part of a month because we've got to get loads of stuff done. We've got to get electrics done and all that kind of stuff. But that was lucky. That was really good football. It's weird, Harley, because it hasn't been a 3-0 game, and I don't mean that in a over defensive way. It genuinely hasn't. City have had just as many chances as they had. We've just not taken any, and we went a bit sloppy for 20 minutes. It's weird because it hasn't been a 3-0 defeat performance. We've been very sloppy in places defensively, a little bit naivety, but good place, good football. McAtee's giving it away. It has been poor, actually, the passing out from the back, Kai. It's the one thing our young sides are normally good at, but it has been sloppy today. It's caused a lot of problems for us. It's only age, though. It's only age, you know. It'll happen. Jake, okay, that's not a bad idea. I don't think you could make that, though, Jake, I'll be honest. the altar's a bit easier. Lavia's been fine, Jeremy. It's not his best game. He's been alright, though. It's been solid. Mohamed, I've got no idea. I don't even know where Rico Lewis is from. I know he's highly rated, but I couldn't tell you. Let me have a Google. I know he's really highly rated, though. He's from Manchester, so who knows? Yeah, I couldn't tell you much about his history. Oh, he's been at City since he was 8. Oh, well, he's a City fan by proxy then, at the very least. I don't know if he's family or Blues or whatever, but either way, he's been at Manchester, been at Man City since he was 8, so he's definitely got a very big... Well, you are a City fan if you've been at the club since you were 8. You know, you just are. You can't not be. It's like your second home, isn't it? Like, literally, it's home, then Man City's academy where he spends all his time. You'll care about all the coaches, the players, the staff, all the other teams because you'll know him. So he supports City literally every single day. Like, you're telling me he isn't cheering the EDS on. Telling me he doesn't want Pep Guardiola and Phil Foden to succeed because he's trained with the first team at some point. Of course he does. So I don't know. He might be a City fan. I don't know. But we've got to accept that, unfortunately. With the Manc lads, it's 50-50. You know, some are going to be United fans. Like, I'm pretty certain Cole Palmer's probably be a United fan. I think he's a Red. I think he was a Red from his family because he's from Wivenshaw. There's a lot of Reds around there. But, you know, it's like, yeah, exactly. There you go. Louis said, same with Kane. Although he's up from an Arsenal background, he's been at Spurs for decades. He's Spurs through and through. Yeah, Carragher was the same. Carragher was Everton fan, but would anyone say Carragher isn't a Liverpool fan? He is. Like, if your whole life's Man City, you got to be a City fan. AM, he's not done well, if I'm being honest. he's had a couple of touches and done nothing. I think Cole Palmer actually is actually a Red, unfortunately. I think he is. I remember someone telling me that a while back. But then his family are Reds, but he's been at City since he's 8 as well, so, you know, there's no chance he doesn't also... I mean, Cole Palmer was literally in Porto with the City fans watching the game. So he was literally there in Porto for the Champions League final, and he was celebrating. Like, honestly, he was. So search Cole Palmer Porto fans. You'll see him drinking, wearing a Man City shirt. So... I'll find it now. He wasn't wearing a Man City shirt, but he was 4-0, fucking hell. There you go. I'll put a link there, by the way. That's Cole Palmer out supported with the City fans in Porto. 4-0, unfortunately. Do you know what? I'll be honest, I missed that goal. I was looking away. Difference between Rotherham and Man City tonight is they're taking their chances. Sadly, he's got his second. Shite. It hasn't been a 4-0 defeat this game. It's a weird thing about it. But, you know. It's unlike the City side to not score. Let's see what they do. Their left back's quite strong. Bob couldn't get past him, and neither could Keiki. Maybe Louis. That's optimistic, Luca. I admire it. But lads, you really have to ask, where's Paul Pogba and all this? Where's Paul Pogba and all this? Why is he not working hard? I don't think anyone's slagging off Kayky, really, mate. I think a lot of people are having a laugh at Spencer. No one's expecting the world for... I mean, if anyone is, they're being a dick. I presume people are just being ironic. Kayky is his first game. He's been quiet. He's been pretty poor, if I'm being honest, but it's fine. Give him time. Oh, James. Come on, the boys, second goalkeeper. I've never watched a Ben Foster vlog. I started watching one for like 2 minutes and I found it a bit too cheesy. I know that's really harsh, but he seems like a nice guy. But it felt a bit CBeebies to me. Is that harsh? It felt a little bit Disney Channel vlog kind of thing, like a little bit happy. Oh yeah, a bit too sugar coated. Yeah, a bit cringy. That's the word. He felt a bit too cringy for me, and I was like, I watched it. And I watched about a minute of it and I was like, oh, it makes me cringe a bit. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but he's a bit cringy, I think. He seems like a nice guy, though. Like a genuinely really nice guy. Stephen versus Foster drama. He seems lovely. Wilson has brand. It looks like cramp. I'm hoping it's just cramp for Wilson has brand. I'm not throwing shade at Ben Foster. He seems like a really nice guy. He's just God, me in a boxing ring. I think he's just a bit of a cheesy guy. And I don't mean he's like, oh, legend, everyone's a legend, dead friendly, blah blah. Yeah, it's a bit too like lacking personality for me. It's a bit like oh, I hope he's alright, Wilson Esbrand. Boys getting character development. Me and Ben Foster in the fucking in the cage. Nah, there's not even anything slightly aggressive about me. I hope he's alright, Wilson Esbrand. You're right over there, you. Look, there's on Spiritfarer on the Xbox. Yeah, that's it, Chavi. He's a bit too Logan Paul vloggy tone for my opinion. But he seems great, and I love that someone's doing it for what it's worth. Yeah, I know he's definitely annoying some Watford fans, though, when he's getting, like, giving free tickets away. It's the actual footballer, yeah. It's always got to be if a Man City player, it's got to be Foden, mate. It has to be Foden. He's one of us, isn't he? It's him or Bernardo. I'm a bit worried about Wilson Esbrand here. Hopefully he's okay. You don't want Wisla injured because he's just got back and his form's good. Apparently he's been pissing people off with the vlogs, actually. I think it might be cramp as well. I hope it's just cramp. Terence's coming on. But yeah, apparently these little things like, you know that, I don't watch UFC, but I know there's the Scouse guy, Liverpool fan. He looks like Jay from In Between Us. You know what I'm on about? Paddy something. He gave him free tickets because he's an influencer. Free tickets to sit in the Watford end with Liverpool. And obviously he just sat there singing every time Liverpool scored in the Watford, hospitality, and like they were like, "Stop doing that, man! Stop giving it fucking." Ask your guests to not be knobheads, and he was being a knobhead apparently. Paddy Pimblett, that's the one. Honestly don't know. I don't watch UFC. I don't really like it, but I just know his name because he's on social media all the time. And he keeps giving like he keeps giving like a he really annoyed people by trying to. He's always trying to swap shirts at the end to give away for his videos, after Watford have lost. So apparently Watford fans are like, "Can you just fuck off with your giveaways for your YouTube channels after?" He's like, they basically accusing him of always thinking about content as opposed to the actual game. And I must admit, if I was making YouTube videos as a goalkeeper, I wouldn't go around asking for shirts to give away on YouTube videos after a heavy defeat. I wouldn't personally. Yeah, he's a nice guy. I think he's been a bit naive, maybe. Hell in a cell between me. I think Ben Foster is a lovely, lovely man. He seems very friendly. I think he's been a bit naive sometimes though, about how he's perceived after a loss. Yeah, he's giving all the YouTubers tickets, doesn't he? Oh, Torrenti. He seems like a really nice guy, genuinely. I'm not slagging him off. Jack makes a. Is he West Ham or Norwich? He's not. He's not. Definitely not Watford anyway. Massive. I do actually agree. McAtee needs something. He is West Ham, and I think is. Yeah, I do think McAtee needs the next step of his development. 100%. It's not tempted to agree, Chavi. I don't know. I agree, Alfie, actually. He's 38, but what I would say, if you're 38, you probably should know better about the perception a little bit from the fans. You should be a little bit more switched on to how it can piss them off, is what I would say. Like, if you have a responsibility as a senior pro, to know when to press the buttons and when not to. I don't mind, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. Ultimately, I don't care. But I understand with fans, if Watford are getting smashed and losing games, I probably won't want the keeper walking around with a camera. That's what I even if that's fair or not, I can see why it pisses people off. I don't necessarily sure I agree, but it's common sense is what I would say. Like, come on, man, pick and choose your times. Bless him though, bless him. That wasn't picking my nose, by the way. I was just scratching it at an itch. It's got to say. Exactly, Bobby. Pretty much exactly that. You got to read the room. It's called reading the room, isn't it? 5-0, bloody hell. That's a hell of a free kick. This is so harsh. This is not a 5-0 loss. Foster captain Salah when he played Liverpool in his fantasy team. Yeah, that's... Come on, mate. Don't be doing that. It's silly. 5-0. Good free kick, to be fair. Sadly, he's had a hell of a game. I can't believe Foster captain Salah when he played against him. Mate, you can't be doing that if you're a keeper against him. It's stupid. I don't think he went any hard, but it's just stupid. I know, it's mad. Don't tell you, he's genuinely dumb. This has been a rude awakening for these young players. I mean, thankfully there's no money involved in it, Louis. You know, he's just like, it's only fantasy. There's no money, is it? It's not betting. It's just a game, in it, so you won't get involved. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong there. I saw that online and I saw someone else saying, and that right now just reminded me. Could be wrong there. I don't know. Either way, this hasn't been a good night for the academy lads. Oh, O'Reilly, decent effort. For it's worth, Chevy, I don't think Ben Foster needs 100k. Gets that probably in 2 weeks, I reckon. He's probably on about 50, 60k anyway, so. How much do you reckon he's on? I reckon he's on about 25, 30k, actually. That would be my guess. 38-year-old keeper. How old is he, Ben Foster? 38, yeah. Per week. I reckon he's on about 25, 30k. Yeah, Google says 30k. Not bad guess, that. Yeah, so, I mean... He'll be on 20 to 30k, so he doesn't need 100k to win that. Won't be low. It's still a lot of money, let's be honest, guy. It's ridiculous. It's what we earn in a year, you know what I mean? Guess that. Guess 120 grand a month. 120 grand a month. 1 point something million a year. Not bad, eh? He does, Louis, yeah. Played against Liverpool the other day, didn't he? About to be over this. Seconds left. I feel he deserved a goal tonight, but they just Kayky's been poor, if being honest, Brian. Not that he's done anything wrong. He was just he came on at half time, couldn't really get involved. It's full time. It's finished 5-0, unfortunately. If I'm being honest, talking about the performance, defensively, really poor. Pretty good going forward, actually. Created a whole bunch of chances, but we couldn't finish on him, which sounds kind of familiar. In terms of the questions that you're going to ask, I thought Delap was rusty in the first half. He only had 45 minutes. He looked like a guy who came back and was doing a little bit too much, if I'm being honest. He was all right. He didn't play particularly well, Delap. He did okay when he came, 45 minutes. Half-time, Keiki came on, and didn't do anything. Barely got a touch, really, to be honest. It's fine. He's obviously learning, and he's obviously not got his full fitness yet and all that kind of stuff. He'll get there in time. It wasn't a good performance. But I don't think it was like disastrous. He didn't get a touch, rarely got a touch, and had nothing to do. And it's an awakening for him, away on a miserable cold night, and it's a soggy Keiki. It was cold night in Rotherham. So that's how you learn these things. In terms of people that actually play well, McAtee sparkled occasionally, but those final ball and his decision making let him down, I reckon. Technically fantastic, as we know he is. McAtee dribbled really well, and a couple of little jinking runs and passes were really nice. I thought Oscar Bob was probably our most creative player going forward. Once again, though, maybe his final ball sometimes eluded him. I really like Nico O'Reilly, who came on at half time. A young 16-year-old striker, tall, elegant, a proper modern centre forward. And what I mean by that is just really good. Bit false 90, dropped a little bit deep every now and then. Really good link-up play, really composed. I liked him a lot. He seemed really good. Defensively, we're kind of all over the show. Wilson Esbrand got forward really well, but made a few bad mistakes on possession, I would say. Went off injured. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Keiki wasn't fully baked yet. I like it. Good feels. Wilson Esbrand looked good bursting forward, but needs to be a little bit sharper, a little bit more intelligent on the ball. And Lavia as well was all right. He was solid. And Bete made a couple of mistakes, unfortunately. Finley Burns likewise. And Rico Lewis, he's a really highly thought after 16-year-old at the back. A fullback looked like a 16-year-old playing against an adult. And I don't mean that in a wholly negative way. I mean, he just looked a little bit overawed by the increase in physicality and the increase of the standard. It happens. It happens sometimes, O'Reilly is where is Nico O'Reilly from? I don't actually know where Nico O'Reilly is from, but all I do know is that he's a really sought after. Let's have a look. Right through the academy. Okay, he's been at City since he was 8 as well. Another one. So He's from Manchester, so I don't know who he supports or anything like that, but he's another Manc, which is good to see because some of our best players these days are Manc, which is really, really nice. I like that, man. I like it. But overall, it wasn't a great day. It wasn't a good day for the academy team. It wasn't a 5-0 battering in terms of performance, but it was in terms of experience, I guess, and seniority in the end. But guys, I'm gonna go wind down with my wife. She's over there. She's been playing games, and I'm absolutely starving as well. So I'm gonna go sort something out that way. Thank you for watching. I'll probably do a match preview tomorrow live in the morning. I'll do a nice old live preview. I can't be asked making one right now, but I'll do a match preview tomorrow first thing. I'll do a live stream. So if you want to come tomorrow, have a bit of a chat about the game. I might try and get someone on as a guest or something like that, maybe as well, to have a bit of a waffle too. Might be good. But for now, though, have a good evening. It was a decent thing. My wife, it's good saying that, Metallism. I like saying it, it's good. For now, though, have a good evening, everyone. It was indeed an experience. Like, comment, subscribe. Catch you all in a bit. Not the result we wanted, but that's football. You have to learn. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Henry. Good night, everyone. Good night. In a bit.